still a few vulnerable points, and Xerxe now looking to expose them as Sencux sadly already burned the Valkyrie. He knows this is all but confirmed. Flashes in just to make sure there's no chance for Sencux to respond, and ooh. In the top lane, I want to see what he will do up against Finn, but more importantly, Xerxe on a proactive early game champion. That feels like the recipe for success on the side of Splyce.
And we say this all the time about Splyce.
It's like the grudge, snapping in, snapping out. Ooh. Going in. Sencux, why would you go that way? That is definitely not the way you want it to go. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say that was a misclick. Big mistake on the side of Sencux.
Trying to set up a bit of a freeze there to punish Sencux even further here, but Rogue with the package are trying to make a big power play on this Infernal.
Difficult spot. Rogue, though, taking this will be important. They have so many damage threats on their team. This will help out the Corki and the Sivir immensely. Ooh, nice block coming in from Vander to stop any potential steal there coming in from Vander. Is not the burst damage, but the fact that you don't really get to decide how things happen because Xerxe is deciding it for you.
So far on the LEC, because he keeps facing these Lee Sens, and they keep going over the wall, and they keep kicking him in the head.
Difficult game for Sencux. Almost a 30 CS deficit. Rogue, though, continuing to get these major objectives at this point in the game. Norskeren, I think, trying to fish, trying to look for that unbreakable. Obviously going to be a big one. Finn here's on the backside. Now just going to use on the hunt. Finn says, surprise. Orome ready to go in. He's going to knock back there. Norskeren could just get pulled back into the team, but the shield comes out. And ulti not going to finish the kill there, putting Rogue in a tough spot. Kobbe on the backside. Ezreal ulti. Already been used, so not going to be available here.
To use it mid lane, although with Kobbe losing that so hard on the hold on.
Kikis, unstoppable, but definitely not unkillable. Ignite is there as well. Norskeren going to leap forward. The Ignite still ticking. Breaks Anya's. There's no way he survives. Kikis does go down in the end. Kobbe going to snipe that one out with a mystic shot.
It just has to be very soothing.
Norskeren going in. Xerxe going to get the kick back. Heaq with a spell shield to block it out. Sidestepping here. Well played by Heaq to try to make it out of this one, but there's just too many members on the top side. Vander has to give his life up. Well played by the Splyce lineup. Herald comes in bot side, though. Orome continue to push forward. Kick is going to grab the Drake as well, and now Humanoid trying to force a play in the mid lane. At the end of the day, Rogue are trading well on these objectives. They're going to grab a tower. They may look to grab another tower, too. Immediately, you see the Aatrox backing up to try to stop the second tower from going down. Kobbe is barely going to be able to grab that top lane tower as they will remain uncontested, and Finn is just going to back off here in the end, but honestly, pretty good trade in the end for Rogue.
Yeah, the big thing was, of course, getting that much damage on an inner tower, but hold on, Humanoid.
Has to be careful. That's an immense amount of damage. Challenging smite. Humanoid going back. That is a brave move. Kikis can't be disabled. Orome coming forward. The flash to secure it from Splyce. EQ now just going to run using the ultimate. Chains going down. Electrocute. Immediately forced off the wave, and that means a tier 2 tower. But once again, Rogue responding for an objective with an objective. Trading the tower for a Drake here in the end.
I'm going to say, as we get closer to the Baron being live, however, this is still a trade up for Splyce, having that much control over the top side of the map. Sure that while these resources are top, although we're going to hold the point.
Oh, they want a LeBlanc. You can't. But good effort there. They are going to get the flash out from Humanoid. Well played, but now Xerxe here on the back end. Ooh, Splyce smell blood in the water. They're ready to make this play happen. Ocean ticking up. They're going to get more health on the side of Rogue. TP now responded to. Pike goes in. They may just look to get the resets here. Pike starts popping off. It's going to be a big fight. Sencux and EQ, the guys you have to keep your eye on. Humanoid trying to find a way onto the back line. Unbreakable now already burned, but Orome has found the kill onto Sencux. That's going to be a big one. Vander is next. Double kill now coming in. Pike on the chase. Flash out from Olaf is going to stop the resets there. Norskoren's going to have to back off. Has to be careful. Dashes out to safety. Finn now in trouble as Kobbe starts to chase him down. The flash over the wall. Kobbe's going to do so much damage here. The double tier scaling is immense. And now the AD carry on a killing spree.
The only saving grace here is the fact that there's so many low health
very strong. Even Archangel staff, of course, much stronger once it turns into Seraphs, but even once you get that AP scaling, it's good. If it's Xerxe,
where are both junglers going?
That's not your team. He still manages to make it out, though. Kikis is now going to die, too. This is a mess. Finn now running for his life. Has to retreat. The rest of Splyce now chasing. Finn caught out. Sencux, no package available. Maybe wants to get something done here, but just walks up and now wants to keep it going. Does trade the 1-for-1. Humanoid now trying to finish off Sencux. Pike ulti comes in. No chance for the Hexdrinker to do anything. Infernal goes in favor of Splyce, ladies and gentlemen. I am not sure what we time to scale up. You can see frustration on the face of Sencux. Really no opportunities in this game. Was singled out, was picked on this entire time. Cannot find those hero moments in these big plays. Humanoid now trying to find a flank. Heaq, Vander, desperately trying to get something. Norskeren peeking in. Kikis on the way, chasing forward. Baron at 4K, it's going to start to heal up again. Heaq immediately deleted. Vander facing the wrong way. Kobbe just going to move for the kill. Is going to go unstoppable. Norskeren retreating as the Baron almost finishes him off. But more kills going down as Kikis. Yes. Bright side. Gets the fear as well. Sencux thinks he has the opportunity, but it's not going to happen. We got to go back to live, though, folks. Action could be coming in quick and fast. It's a 6K health Baron. Where is Kikis going to go? Has no flash, does have the ulti, can run face first to the pit. Very difficult to contest a Lee Sin on this deal. Even more difficult if you're dead. Kikis is dead. 3K and dropping, no doubt. This is a Splyce-dominated match thus far. Heaq now in trouble. Spell Shield buys a bit more time. Humanoid now pulled back. Finn trying to turn this one around. Kikis now on the backside. Maybe they keep the fight going. They've stopped the Baron for now. Well played by the rookie rogue top laner. To find that, a really tough spot to be. Norskeren now going to potentially try to find the flank, but Finn's still running forward. Looks like split push is the name of the game for Splyce. Don't want to go toe-to-toe in the team fight. Norskeren just trying to buy a bit of time. Maybe they're hoping to fish for a pick here. Xerxe is going to back him up, but LeBlanc and Aatrox now looking to collapse. Humanoid, what can he get done?
It's just so hard for Splyce to force the fight, which is why they need to play around the objective like the Baron, not just because they want it so they can siege with it, but also because it forces Rogue to kind of come out of their hole instead of playing the wave push game and actually fight them.
Feels like Splyce just really need this Baron. I wonder if they'll pull off to try to find another fight win, or if they'll just focus on securing this one this time around. Vander alive has used the Unbreakable. Big cooldown, important to watch in the fight. Humanoid on the backside. That flank is going to be key if Splyce want to find success here. Hook pulls back. Humanoid trying to find his way to the backside, but Rogue are ready for this one. On the hunt, Burn, but Heaq's all alone on the front line. Has used the Spell Shield, now starting to throw out a few attacks. Orome, though, getting the reset. Splyce now Kobbe going godlike, pulling back. Finn coming in, trying to look for the reset. We'll get the fear in the middle of the team. Sencux finally finding a kill to shut down on the Kobbe. Norskeren desperately trying to find the retreat. Rogue are winning the fights. The gold deficit does not matter when you are getting outplayed. Norskeren finding it onto Heaq, but immediately the carries are falling left and right. Frost during this game is a bloodbath.
Rogue's composition is just so much easier to execute in these team fights. The fact that Finn is just going God mode right now with the Urgot, rocking into the entire team, finding the execution when he needs to. Even though Kobbe is putting down so much damage, it's not enough.
Norskeren trying to solo out Kikis here, just trying to buy time. I think maybe hoping
Ezreal does so much damage, and if Kobbe is able to land these skill shots, he's still going to shred through this team. Finn. It's just harder to do.
One man on the front lines finds Humanoid once again. Gets the ulti on the LeBlanc. This champion should never get caught, but yet again, Finn finds a way. He will give his life, though, in the exchange. Xerxe now going to go down too. Rogue are definitely winning the fight. Kobbe needs to slowly play this one out. Retreat and poke. Fishing, though, on the AD carry. A lot of burst comes in from the Ezreal, trying to cut down Kikis. Orome zoning out. Sencux on the backside, but Heaq, he's the credited carry. He wants to get another one. Norskeren finds the kill. He's turning this one back. It is Heaq versus the world. He needs to kill Kobbe, but no. Norskeren coming in, waiting for that spell shield. Ace coming out for Splyce. A messy fight, but they reign supreme in the end.
And finally, it's the execution that Splyce needed on the team fight. Now they can grab the Baron, and it has been 4 attempts at this Purple Worm, virtually throwing the game entirely back in Rogue's favor, but Splyce finally make the clutch break at 35 minutes exactly.
They will take it down. 2-6 his scoreline. Finn, though, now running forward. Kobbe needs to be careful, trying desperately to find the Ezreal. Gonna find the knock to disengage. Rogue has to be careful here. Splyce definitely have the advantage in the fight at this stage as it continues to extend. Norskeren now wants to fish for more. Has used the ulti, though, and immediately turned on. Cannot underestimate that. Mistake on the ult now costs him. Orome is going to use the initial revive.
Humanoid's fishing. Just take the tower, boys.
Heaq level 16, though, is in a strong spot if they continue the fight, but Splyce is just going to siege this one up. Ezreal does so much damage to these towers.
They need to take as much as possible here because, again, this is getting very scary with the execution.
Very much so. I think a messy game from Splyce. No doubt they are just trying to force their gold lead into the face of Rogue at this stage in the game. You mentioned Ezreal, incredibly strong, double tier scaling, as always. Just he burst from his 3 skills together onto a single champion is incredible. 4 legs. Splyce are definitely just trying to tie the whip cord around over and over and get them to trip, and they may have just tripped Heaq. Whoa!
Good night!
Gets him with the Ezreal. Of course, they all not connecting, so Norskeren will not get the reset, but that is huge. Taking out Heaq now means Splyce are in control. They really want to end the game in this death timer window. Massive pick to keep this game forward. One inhibitor down, 2 inhibitors down. Looks like they should be able to get all 3 and end the game. Wow, a single pick deciding this game. Finn could try to turn it here, but don't know if he has quite enough. All eyes on Sencux now, the last remaining massive damage source. Finn No aggressive combat sums. The TP available has to be careful here. Splyce slowly chipping away at their opponents. All 3 inhibitors down. The Baron buff backing them up. They won't have the supers, but they have a ton of cannon minions. 1 tower stands left in their way. Slowly they're plucking away. Orome now leaping forward, trying to zone Kikis away from their base. Kobbe can now focus the towers unobstructed. Splyce are going to take the game in the end. It is a messy one, but finally they find a way into the base, and they find the win.
And it was frankly the early gold leads that Splyce built for themselves that was able to kind of catapult them over some of those messy Baron setups.
You make me